These guys are highly venomous.
Highly venomous.
Highly venomous.
Yeah.
You're in a world of pain if you get bitten by one of these.
Well guys, we're finally here, the concluding chapter of my time here in Australia. Fresh off a lace monitor and a rough scale snake from our hub so far, I have high hopes of finding a diamond python and about to meet one of Australia's most iconic snakes.
Watching it slide away, Kai. I was like,
It's not close. It's not close to the bush. You'll be right.
The common death adder is the second snake we've seen tonight. This reptile has made it to many of the top 10 most dangerous snakes lists in Australia. This isn't my first run-in with this species, however, as I got a chance to film a captive bred individual back in Queensland. The most unique aspect of the death adder is its tail. It conceals itself with its surroundings and waves its tail like a lure in order to attract a potential prey. That includes lizards like this pink tongued skink we found nearby. Pink tongued skinks will eat a variety of plant and animal matter. This includes insects, which puts it in line of sight for ambush predators such as the death adder we were shooting earlier.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Unfortunately or fortunately, depending on which side you're on, we didn't get to see these two reptiles cross each other's paths. Once done, we watched as one of Australia's most deadly predators slither off into the night. As we got back to driving, I was beginning to lose my resolve after 2 hours now. What I wasn't expecting was the Stevens banded snake to be crossing right in front of us. The Stevens banded snake is a vulnerable species whose population has steadily been in decline. This has been attributed to human causes such as deforestation and livestock farming. This species is known for its defensive and nervous behavior when it feels threatened. It'll coil back just like this in a bid to intimidate potential threats. It's definitely the species my newfound friends here came to see, but it seems my quest for the diamond python will have to wait for another time. I couldn't help but feel slightly disappointed, but my luck was about to change when Kai received some news from Michael en route back to camp.
Yeah, sure.
The diamond python is a highly adaptable animal and one of 7 recognized subspecies of carpet pythons found throughout Australia. Like all pythons, the diamond python constricts its prey, which at this age includes small lizards, frogs, or mammals. It's such a treat getting to see this iconic snake in the wild and a stellar way to close off a night filled with exciting species, most of which were big lifers for me. And after a well-deserved night's sleep at our campgrounds, we made the long 3 hours drive back to my hotel, but not before stopping for these bottlenose dolphins that Kai spotted.
Dolphins.
Being welcomed by these majestic animals felt like a great way to cap off an incredible week here in New South Wales, and I couldn't have been happier with Michael's invitation for dinner at his place. And here are some of his family's pets. Ever since my run-in with the law back home, I've been scared and disillusioned by the idea of keeping reptiles as pets again. In Australia, like in many other parts of the world, the keeping of these animals are for the most part legalized and highly regulated. Australia's framework requires keepers to be registered, and they can only keep native species as pets. This prevents the introduction of exotic species that might compete with their native wildlife. It's a delicate balance that protects local biodiversity while being inclusive to reptile pet keepers that are passionate about this great hobby that we call herpetoculture, which is a lot more than what we have back in Singapore, where the mere mention of exotics is unfortunately just met with negativity and prejudice.
It's like, nah, I want to go that way.
I guess that's the beauty about traveling the world and getting new experiences. One day you're getting charged in court for keeping lizards, and the next you're in someone's backyard halfway across the world, cradling a monitor lizard while their pet snake be doing a periscope. The reptile pet hobby isn't some shady underground, illegal activity we're so often led to believe in Singapore. It's wholesome, fun, and educational for entire families like what I've experienced here today in this humble suburb in New South Wales, Australia. That's the positivity I have to hang on to in my own lonely journey to keep these animals again legally. It's quite fitting that it took this pilgrimage to the land of reptiles to truly find myself again. After spending 2 weeks in Australia filming in the wild, interacting with captive bred reptiles, as well as making some newfound friends, I'll leave with so many positive experiences that I'll look back on years from now with great joy when reminiscing about my first solo adventure overseas. I'm also a little bit sad because I know I won't be able to look at herping the same way now that my thirst for exotics has been revitalized, especially since herping helped me cope with the loss of my lizards for 2 years. I just experienced the best 2 weeks of my life here in Australia, and nobody, and I mean nobody, can ever take that experience away from me. Anyways, I gotta go. Be well, guys, and take care.